when Ted ducks out
Yeah.
from this stream, it's because
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an OTSL game. Earlier recorded action between Ted Livermore, my DC teammate, and Tomas Tvaroh, Season 2 OTSL champion. I'm joined by Ted Livermore himself, who's going to come on and defend some of his plays, as well as Max Goldman. Max, how are you doing tonight?
I'm just here to make Ted cry. So looking forward to this.
I can't remember the last time I've seen Ted cry. I'm pretty sure it's been never. But Ted, glad to have you on board as well. This is going to be a little bit interesting to talk about your plays as you are here. But I'm glad you're here to defend them. You said this was a good game worth watching. You stand by that?
Yeah, I do. No, I think it's a fun game. Certainly, no lack of mistakes on my end, but I do think it's an exciting one.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to dig right in
Were
here.
Were you USSR?
I am USSR, yes.
You couldn't even jam North Korea? Well, you could still try and find a way to jam North Korea, but it might not be a great strategy.
No. But, my Afghan play is still available to me, particularly with this hand.
Yes. So here we are. Ted, no access cards. He does have Asia scoring. So I think the Nazis would be my headline here.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, Ted not happy to see that, no doubt about it.
You're off to a great start here. Really doing great off the draw.
Okay.
And okay roll. Not the best. Probably pretty bad actually.
Yeah, no, that was bad. But here, as soon as he plays his, I know that he has a terrible hand.
Yeah, so some players get frisky here and go for the coup back with Iran just at 1. And Ted you would not be able to punish Tomas if he did that. But we'll see what happens here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those players where, like, if I saw 2 scorings come out, I think I would get a little frisky also. I guess 1 scoring, but yeah, no, I'm counter-couing Iran.
Oh wow! Okay, doesn't even get out of Israel.
Yeah,
not that important, of course, with Middle East scored, but okay.
So, Justin, do you think if he went 1 France there, he might have Europe scoring and holding soft govs might be a good decision?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's not bad. Certainly going into France so quickly does suggest Europe scoring. So Ted, I know, does love the sock govs to be annoying mid turn play. Ted, what do you think about that? Is that something you thought about?
Yeah, I did. I think if I didn't have Asia scoring in hand, then yes, I would have been very annoyed with sock govs here. But I was really hoping, because I knew he had a bad hand. I mean, just playing a 2 like that, not getting out of Israel. So I knew he had a weak hand, and so I was really hoping that I could sneak in an Asia Dom, or at least distract him to the point that he can't take domination in Europe.
Yeah.
So I don't think not moving out of Israel suggests that we can. Like, things you need to do is get into Malaysia, and like that's it. Like, 1 op there would have sufficed.
Okay, UN here of Suez. Okay, well, maybe that explains why he didn't go out of Europe. Or, excuse me, why he didn't go out of Israel, as he had Suez in hand. He didn't expect an AI war play. So now, Ted, were you thinking about the Afghanistan play here to take Dom?
I did, but then I was worried about your future criticism. So instead, I made the more traditional move into North Korea.
Yeah, and and there you go.
Oh,
There's
there
Europe.
it is. Yeah, wow.
And it would have been different if he hadn't already taken Malaysia, but he already put the extra 1 in there. So he just needed 1 op to stop the Dom. And at this point, I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Like, I'll just take 3 VPs for the 3 battlegrounds.
Yep, and his hand, he's not showing enough strength to get a meaningful coup in on Pakistan.
No.
This would be a turn 1 blockade situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, especially because UN was played.
It would have been a great time to event sock govs mid-turn.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to go into I didn't want to play just put 2 in Pakistan and leave it out there for IP war. So that's why I took Iran.
Oh, so you're basically just saying you're a coward about IP war?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Oh! Wow, get fucked.
Oh.
Yep. That was bad. Anything but a 6 there.
Oh my goodness me. That's a
Oh yeah.
disaster.
I love how Ted opens up Romanian application on the bottom part. It just like confirms like that was a 6, right? Like my eyes do not deceive me. That is what just happened.
Okay, that's a dumpster fire of a roll because now the U.S. has access into Western Asia. DEFCON's at 3, so Asia not looking so good.
No, and I didn't want to what was I going to do? Put special in there and leave myself with CIA? Like I don't want to play China and hold on to CIA. Like it just didn't make sense.
No, no. So you know you'll be able to get rid of CIA here with Fidel in the discard pile. So you dump that. If he coups, you take Lebanon. If he doesn't coup, um,
I am I the only one here not playing CIA here? If he doesn't coup, I'm not playing CIA. I'm gonna force him to waste more ops. Let the DEFCON go back to 4.
okay. So you would hold CIA to turn 2, potentially showing decall or destall.
I think a DEFCON going up to 4 and get like having the opportunity to go back for Western Asia has a lot of value because Asia is now going to be a dumpster fire probably for the rest of the game.
That is true, but now by letting Tomas coup, Ted got Lebanon. Now, of course, if Tomas rolls a 5 in Egypt there, it's a complete disaster, but that's not what happened. Okay, this hand is much better, Ted.
Yeah, yeah, this hand is good. I knew defectors are coming out. I knew it was defectors or containment. So then I was deciding between AI war and IP war. I didn't want to get purged defectored.
Yeah,
Um,
boy, Purge Blockade is always nice, but IP war hitting would be big, and even AI war hitting would be big here.
Yeah,
right. So I just didn't. I had a strong sense defectors was coming, and so I didn't want to lose. And so I thought IP war was more valuable,
Yeah.
but AI war is still a great headline here in this scenario. So that's why. And
honestly,
you'll see.
you consider doing a turn 1 purge. If he defects you.
He does defect me, and no, I did not think about that. I think I was so focused on following up on D-stall.
There's something about like a purge blockade combo with decall unseen that really kind of just like gets you excited.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should have done that. I don't recall. I think he does have a 4-up. I think he has U.S. Japan,
And
but
then
yeah,
if he has decall, he'd have to
right.
like
He's
either
he's
deal
has
with
to play
decall
it.
or
Yeah.
West Germany.
No, it's true. No, I did not consider that, to be honest. I was like D-stall. I gotta do IP war. I gotta do D-stall, and then I use my 4-ops to spread.
It's reasonable, not getting fancy, just doing the things that need to get done.
Okay, and he
Okay,
does
so
go.
here's where I screw up. This is
It should be D-stall.
Yeah, I think. So you're thinking destall here, and then just to get into Zaire, or you could try the war.
I mean, I think you D-stall here. I would put one in Algeria though to kind of force Algeria over India. I think that was a really passive D-stall when the odds of him realigning here are 0.
maybe. I think I was distracted about what to do with this India Pakistan situation. Um,
So if he fills
I,
India immediately, you event the war and you roll a 4. That's really really bad. But otherwise,
yes.
I don't mind this play. Otherwise, I do think it was a little conservative going both Venezuela and Brazil. Um, I think I would have liked the one Algeria or one Nigeria to force his hand, especially because you've got the ops to spread right away.
Exactly. Yeah.
This may be the first time I've criticized Ted for, in my estimation, playing too conservatively. But Ted, what are your thoughts on here? You really worried about the miracle realigns there?
I was, yeah.
So
Okay.
here's the only thing though, like 4 out of the 5 4-ops are done. Doing the miracle realigns with the 3-op is just not the most efficient. Right? Like
No, you guys might be right. And then, yeah, force him. He would have had to use NORAD there to take Algeria. leaving India the way it was.
And you roll a 1 anyway, so it's kind
Right.
of moot.
Yeah, it was a little bit moot.
Yeah, you were not going to win the war. So you do have the opportunity to use China to flip Pakistan if he
Yes,
doesn't
and
overprotect it right here.
I think maybe he does. I think maybe I should have flipped it before the war and then taken the war against India to up my chances. I believe he protects it here.
Yeah, I think
And
that is definitely the right play. There's nothing more urgent on the board than that. He's got to get presence in the
Yeah.
Middle East, but it's scored. So yeah, that
yeah,
is a very good
yeah,
play by a good
I
player.
was frustrated with myself for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part.
Oh, Justin, do you like do event blockade here to hope decall goes back in the deck, or do you block? So I think against Tomas isn't the type of player that's going to forget about blockade in the mid war. Oh, he just spaces it.
Yeah, so I was gonna event it, and then I saw that and said, "All right." Well,
Okay, so now you put it back in the deck.
Yeah.
Do you hold purge here? Do you space special to stop the double space?
I think you hold purge here.
Yep, I will not be doing that. Thank you very much, though.
So okay, but if we're not holding purge, then what are we doing with it?
Okay, well, we're way overthinking the Middle East situation, is what we're doing.
So he has to go into Jordan, or he's got to spend 3 ops for flipping Lebanon before the end of the turn.
Yes.
So Ted,
Yes.
I don't want you to spoil it, but like, do you get purged in the mid war holding like grain and VOA and start crying about how dumb you were on turn 2?
Yes.
All right. Well, we have that to look forward to.
Well, I personally am really looking forward to it already.
Yeah. So that was okay. So there's Truman. You're going to take Algeria. Makes sense. We got to get blockade back in the deck. We're going to hold special. Suck Govs is so De Gaulle. It would make sense as a hold here for blockade. But I don't think blockade is worth the event.
No, it was the Comic-Con, Warsaw, De Gaulle were all around.
Yeah.
What didn't make sense. This, he makes a good play here. In retrospect, I probably should have put another one in Lebanon. But
So he's just going to flip Lebanon to take
he's
away
going to
the
flip
Dom.
Lebanon. Yeah. He is, which is I think I don't think many players would have seen that. I think you kind of just once Lebanon gets taken, you sort of forget about it. But E and D's, I don't know what I'm saying here either. I can't see it.
Should have used China on Pakistan when I had the chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, using that to flip it, and then maybe even hold IP war, or you use it and just guarantee that Asia is neutral. Okay, so he flips over Lebanon.
Don't draw De Gaulle, so that's sad.
But a nice
You do
redraw
see-
there of decall.
Oh.
Now the question is, are we going to headline this? I don't know. I don't think there's a benefit to headlining it unless you're planning on flipping Thailand.
My vote is headline and flip Thailand.
But yeah, so we saw Defectors turn 2.
So it's just a fast headline on his end that got me freaked out.
So a fast headline. So what was out there that he could have
Marshall? Oh no, Marshall's in hand.
containment?
No, Marshall's-
Oh, yeah, that hurts. That makes up for it though.
It's the second IP war. It doesn't even need Thailand.
Okay. All right. So now we just get a nice coup in on Angola. Just don't roll a 1. There you go. It's fine. Now we're gonna get Nigeria.
Nice
Probably gonna get Laos. All right, this board's looking a lot better. Europe is going to be a disaster, but I think this is a situation where you just give Marshall and give up on it. De Gaulle is gone. Sock Gov's in your hand. You're not going to event it.
Give up Marshall for ops to fill South America, or do you? Yeah.
I think you do.
I would maybe play special, hold Marshall, maybe draw UN turn 4.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I don't end up needing the ops to.
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
that.
you don't. I guess you don't need the ops. then sure,
Yeah.
you're gonna space duck.
Actually, Ted, have you considered playing duck here to get to Nigeria? Adds a
Uh,
little extra oomph on your walk. I don't know, it's a bold strategy, but I'm not saying it's the wrong one.
Okay, and so Tomas, afraid of that decall redraw. He's a good player, and he's a guy who's going to take those. He realized that was his big vulnerability with Middle East scored and all the bad Europe cards accounted for. So this decall is now just annoying and not game changing.
Well, it gets you Nigeria. I wouldn't call it game changing, but like it's something.
Yeah, and you do get access to France to potentially jam it later.
Yeah. And we all know someone in this discussion really enjoys a good France jamming. Perhaps a gentle wedging into the backside of France from Algeria.
Yes. I did not overprotect France today. That's a mistake I just never make, and I made it today. Yep. Okay, it makes sense as a 3-out play. So we got to fill up South America, ideally get a couple into South Africa.
I'm not crazy about flipping loud
no,
here.
no. I'm just bad at math, is what's happening there.
It's true. Math is hard. So, Justin, to come back to this, when you go into France, you like going from the front, like maybe through like West Germany, or from the back from Algeria? Like, what kind of France guy are you?
You are you trying to get a Willie backdoor joke in here on me, Max? Yes, using Willy Brandt to access France is fine, but yeah, getting in with Algeria is good. And so we saw Ted space duck there. He hits on the roll. Tomas hits on his roll, so he's got the 5 VP lead. Also scores Europe Dom.
There's all the ups going. Like, you could have filled up South America pretty easily here, and it's still not filled.
Okay, so Ted can now use special to go one into Brazil, one into Argentina, and get there. Yep, and Tomas doesn't want to. Tomas takes South Africa. And Tomas now needs to take Mexico here. So we really need to not get a coup stolen from us here on turn 4. This is a bad board to get a coup stolen, but we're not in bad shape here. Europe's our only bad region.
What happened to the stream there? Either go to go out of the deck and take Mexico. Yep, seems pretty reasonable.
Okay, and here's some coup stealing cards that Ted now has and can deal with, as long as we don't get. What's the headline that Ted doesn't want to see here?
I don't want to see Junta.
Yeah.
Junta bad. I really, you know what card I really thought about here, Justin?
Yeah, I do know what card you thought about here. A Missile Envy headline makes sense if you're not afraid of losing the game.
Wait, Ted, what about NTB? And then cooing Pack instead of being a coward.
No. That should have been Missile Envy. Should have been Missile Envy.
Yeah, Purge. So okay.
And there's your Purge, Max, with my DEFCON degraders that I now cannot space. So
you said degraders. I think singular is the technically correct.
Well, yeah, there's some downstream consequences here of not being able to space grain that are really problematic.
It's such a problem. You can still space Kennedy. Special's out. I mean,
so Omit. You can't space Omit, and there are some cards that we really don't want to lose with Omit. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of.
I wonder how many scorings Ted loses to Omit. Because, I'm getting tingly inside. I can see it being like a South America and Africa thing going on.
So there was my Missile Envy card.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Missile Envy thing, like, I know you guys hate it, but like, listen, he has to have Junta and We Will Bury It for that to go poorly.
He does.
I really should have done that.
CMC is also a good headline for Tomas. and I
Sure.
have considered Missile Envy turn one or one, maybe less so after being purged.
Oh, an AR-1 missile envy, but yeah, man, giving up a two-op coup in
Who is
Nigeria is really
here?
bad.
Yes, yeah, no, I definitely agree.
So okay, I guess we're spacing Kennedy here. We've got to give up Omit. Muslims will do literally nothing. So we're just going to play that for 3 ops, and I guess we're going to try these African realigns if Tomas doesn't try the coup. Oh, that's annoying.
That's very annoying. So Tomas is thinking about getting backdoor access to Chile instead of frontside action.
Yeah,
Interesting.
going in through Peru. Surprised not to see him go into Uruguay.
So, what made you decide not to coup one of the one stabs and just waste a 4 op there
Well,
instead?
because I didn't want to get jammed in Chile. Was my primary motivation there. And then the other thing is like, what I'm going to coup with missile envy, and if I miss it, that's a disaster.
Well, when you coup one stabs in Africa with a 1 op, you do tend to roll a 1.
Yes.
It's kind of how the game works, I think, actually.
Yeah, and plus the added benefit there is if make Tomas get his mill ups by cooing a 2-stab non-battle round instead of a 1-stab. So here we go with Omit. This is it definitely has the potential to be bad.
I'm thinking Lip Theo, South America. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That felt good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's real bad.
Ted, there's some good bridges in the bay if you ever need a
Yeah.
bridge after
Yeah.
seeing
I was
that. Like,
that and the Romanian coup. I was really I was pretty tilted here.
so I can only assume your play gets even better if you're tilted.
Okay. All right, that sucked. However, we still have a domination in Africa. We still have a nice domination in Africa. We still have control of South America. Central America's even with Fidel still around in the deck. Europe's bad, but it's scored. Middle East looks great. And Asia is even and scored. So this still is not a disaster by any means.
Yeah. This is Egypt, but it's to be expected.
So
Do you
this is
lose
a South
Panama to
African realign
Barcelona?
situation, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't do that.
So you're
Just
you're
fill
worried about being
countries.
jammed, or
Yes,
worried
I
about
am.
Panama Canal.
Yeah, Panama Canal was another one. I don't know. Maybe I should have relined. I don't really because he's got one in Botswana too.
Yeah, and also Angola is at 4. I had an opportunity
Yeah.
for like 2 or 3 full turns to realign South Africa in my game today, and I didn't do it. And then my opponent flipped Angola, and then scored an Africa domination on me that should have been mine. So I regretted that. But you've still got time, especially with Angola at 4. So
Here's
turn 4, that was a rough purge, real rough
yeah.
purge because we had to give up Omit, and then not only that, well, we have not seen any power cards yet.
Oh, don't worry, Justin. You'll see those.
Yeah, so what I'm kind of assuming here is that Ted actually just overprotected Panama for Tomas like a person. It's probably a really stand-up guy, Ted Livermore is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the power cards will come. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Do
This
I get
hand
the
is
feeling that you
garbage.
come for the other person?
All right.
Well, this hand is garbage. Ted does draw the willy.
Yeah.
So,
And be prepared to just savage my use of salt here.
Okay. All right. So Junta headline makes sense. So we're just going to lower DEFCON here, but at least Africa is safe. So I assume we're going to see 2 in Brazil, coup Brazil, and then Ted's immediately going to take Uruguay. Or are we going to go? Oh, we'll go Panama. We'll go Panama because
I think you're
South America scored. Of course, we'll go Panama, right?
well, not if you have brush war. If you have brush war, maybe Junta gets you into South America and then you brush Panama later.
Okay.
Or you just do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay. So now Ted in a position to get controlled in Central America.
I like the effort there to coup Guatemala, Ted. I think that really was excellent.
Look, All right. He stopped his domination. I needed a coup anyways. All right.
Okay, getting his mill ops. We're gonna coup back. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, I give up on
I
Central
as I
America.
would have done.
So I think the underlying problem for you this game, Ted, was that before the game, Tomas went to the Scott Seddon school of how to roll dice really, really good.
Oh,
Played.
Ted, you tried the coup and you rolled a one. You tried a
Oh,
three-up
yeah.
coup of Guatemala, and you rolled a
Yeah, I
one.
did. Yeah. Should have been flipping over those Southeast Asian countries instead,
That
but
is
didn't do that.
exactly what you should have been doing. Okay.
Yeah, I would say Lao there probably better.
But flipping
Oh,
Lao though just means he's going to take Philippines. Oh well, now he takes it anyway. That's really bad. Um, ugh, what an annoying CRGs.
oh, this game's getting away from you pretty quickly here, Ted.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Max, the unmitigated glee in your voice is just something that it's very noticeable. I'll just say it's
Yeah, and then the
noticeable.
maniacal laugh to follow it up.
Okay.
Southeast Asia here is what, 5? Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Southeast
it's
Asia
like
is
a
now
5.
5, but it is not getting better unless we're taking Burma, or I guess we can flip Lao.
Oh no, don't worry. We're gonna do stupid things.
Oh, oh. Just gonna anger Justin right now if you go with the
Oh,
Pope
I
for
definitely give up
Halloween.
the Pope, but before that, I have to do dumb things.
Okay, so
So
we're gonna use salt for decall. With okay,
But
I
I
told you
feel
I had to
like
do dumb things.
I feel like that might not be the best decision there.
okay, so we're gonna give up a 2-up coup in Africa. Now we're gonna take a 2-up
That's
coup back in Africa.
oh no.
Oh, we're
No,
gonna
no,
do
no.
this.
Oh, I don't like this, Ted. Doesn't seem like a great decision.
Okay, so I kind of like taking Zaire back, but
Yeah, I think
this
this
do
makes
this.
more
Yeah, okay.
sense. Yeah. That probably makes much more sense. So Ted, here's the only thing. You're gonna run out of ARs here.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'm
can't
aware,
space now.
Max. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, we're gonna score Southeast Asia and when decall, and then we're gonna hold 2 problematic cards to next turn.
So here's the thing, Ted. If you already were at space station, maybe this can make a little bit of sense. You're not.
Oh, really?
Just saying, like, you know.
All
Do you think
right.
you had one extra AR because you have 3 cards in your hand and you're like,
No,
oh
I don't
yeah, I
like
still
miss the
have.
scoring or anything like that. It was just a bad. They're just salt. I just got excited, and I should have just used it for the 4 ops. I shouldn't have invented it.
Yeah, it's Salt under Brezhnev.
Yeah,
4 ops there.
using it for 4 ops to just flip a Southeast Asian battleground. Um,
You might not lose Poland if you did that.
yeah, okay. All right. Well, Africa. We still have Africa Dom. We're down 9 VPs and need to do something about that. So
And
okay, there we go. We got
Central,
Africa scoring.
not great.
So here I'm making just an utterly idiotic move here.
So
Um,
we will bury you's not bad here. Although I don't know what
Bad.
degraders are around.
TMC. TMC.
So I
yeah, but
guess
CMMC doesn't DEFCON you.
yeah. So we could. So Che, I guess we're gonna right. Grain is gone.
I mean,
Grain is in our
I
hand.
don't,
So
don't
obviously
mind the
we're afraid
chafing
of
at
we don't
here
want
at
to see
all.
ABM or brush, of course. But it looks like we're going to get off our Africa Dom probably. Well, we just want to get a coup in Central America.
I would say this Che headline makes complete sense.
Yeah,
Though.
I don't mind this. I like a coup in I think probably the Americas. I like Colombia and Guatemala, and then a coup in Panama.
Yeah.
And if you just empty them out, you probably get in Panama out of the deal.
Exactly.
Yep. No, that was what I was thinking with Che. Is I was like Colombia's sitting right there, and then that makes that coup all that much better. Um,
Okay,
this is the problem.
yeah, so you don't want to see ABM, but all right. I mean, he has ABM, so that's 2 power cards seen for him. And
Hmm.
now I assume we'll just see an African coup here. Yep. Okay. And then so now we have to just hope he doesn't have the scoring, and we are going to coup Zaire. Yep.
So I should have used China because I was going to have to play China here already, and this just lets him out of cultural. This was a move that I really kicked myself for.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. You could just self trap.
Yeah, this is a self trap hand if you're giving up China.
I think with Gunman Unseen, Usurian Nixon played for Alps. Like I don't necessarily think I'd want to give up China here. I think I'd just self trap.
Well, I did want to give up China, and here is why.
Yeah. So okay.
I mean, I was just looking at the cards, and there was a strong chance he had that.
Yeah. Okay. So we got our 4 VPs out of Africa. We got another VP out of cultural. And so now we have a little bit of a tricky situation. And that's not a
Oh yeah.
surprise. Alliance is now a problem.
Oh, don't do this.
Oh no, I'm
Don't
doing
go.
it. I'm
No,
doing it,
don't go
baby.
full. Oh,
Yes.
it worked, but oh, you're just full tilt, buddy.
That was okay. So we saved a VP, but he's now got to go back in. But because he's in Costa Rica, that's an easy one-off
Because
fix, and we don't really have the
Moss
ops to
was
repair anything.
oh. Do you jam it here with China? Because I feel like you probably are about to do that.
So obviously we need to self trap here, or we need to use China.
There you go, Ted. There you go.
Thanks. Yep.
He's about to repair this with an easy 3 op.
Yes, he
Or
is.
So
power.
Ted, I'm
Yeah.
sure you were counting the cards here. Okay, so there's a 4
I was
op.
about to just say flower power was unseen.
Yep. And so now everything's in
Look at
Central.
that.
Everything in Central America is overprotected, and we have to give up. And that's a problem. Okay, so 13 VPs now.
Oh, it would actually be so amazing had South America scored. Ted?
What?
What?
If I hadn't had to play Omit because I gave up Purge on turn 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would have been nice. No, I would have liked South America scoring.
All right, so
I would have liked
Fidel
them.
going back in the deck. Man, all these battlegrounds are overprotected.
Yes, it's very frustrating.
So just the key battlegrounds, even the non-key battlegrounds, are overprotected. And we're going to go to the late war. And yeah, Fidel's back in the deck. We need to get that. We need to get Brush War and hit Panama with that.
We know we're not going to get Brush War. You don't get Brush War, do you? Or do you get Brush War and roll a 1? That might be even more juicy.
And we miss on a full odds Korean
I
War.
specifically didn't protect South Korea or protect South Korea because I was like, Korean War's still out there. And then, of course, give up containment. He rolls for it. I do get the 2 power.
Here's the thing, Ted. If you can't overprotect all 3 Asian battlegrounds, find something better to do with your op there.
Yeah, that is annoying. And he's got the China card. Okay, here we are, turn 7. So he does get Gunman.
Yes, he does. But he also has Headline Peak.
He also has Headline Peak and China.
Yes, and he has another card that's very important in this circumstance.
Brush War.
Yes.
Well, there's that, but there's yet another card.
How I learned is around, right?
Yes, that's what he has. That is unfortunate in this situation.
Do you headline Summit here? Because I think both myself and the viewers would have loved to see that. MC doesn't feel great if he has How I Learned, though, does it?
Okay.
No, no.
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
but I don't know.
So
I just,
CMC gets you. So that means you're going to get 2 coups, I
yeah, he
guess.
can't headline. Yeah, he can't. He can't headline gunman, so he's got to headline.
So he will want to headline How I Learned and set Def down
Right.
to 4, and then you get 2 coups. Um, and you
And
need to
he
get
just
some big ass rolls. Big ass rolls.
Yeah. All right. I do got to go because I got to play an ITSL game.
All right.
So next.
try and not get those sixes rolled on you in this game.
Okay.
Good
All right.
strategy.
I
Try it
will.
out.
I will be very afraid of Romanian abdication coups.
Yes.
No, that should put fear in everyone's heart, I think.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Later.
All right, we'll have to see how this ends. Um, great. It's not the worst. It's not great. I
Being
think
down,
Tomas.
being down 11 VPs here is not great. Now we do have 3 dominations on board.
Yeah.
But man,
But
we've got to do something about Central America.
Here's the thing, though. If Tomas has to set the DEFCON to 4, you know that's going to happen. You take Afghanistan to realign.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Like, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. But
Is
it also
Indonesia
doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter that much because even if you get Afghanistan, even if you get Pakistan, you're not getting domination.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh,
Okay, DEFCON all the way up to 5. No surprise there.
who the one stabs in Asia,
Yeah, I don't mind that.
right? Like, you could end up if you come out positive on that on 2 rolls, then Asia Dom would be
What
in
you
the
could
cards
do is
long
you could
term.
realign Pakistan now, and also you could
Ow.
realign South
Oh,
Korea.
I
At
don't think cooing. No, no,
you could realign
bad.
South Korea at +2 and Pakistan at +1.
Oh, I like that. I do not like cooing Thailand here.
You need a huge roll. Ted does
No,
not get it.
what? That's really not what you should be doing. Right, viewers, don't do what Ted did there long term. That's not long term. How you win the game long term.
Okay. Yeah, Ted
Dig
needed a
3 ops.
huge roll there in Panama.
Yeah, using 3 ops to coup overprotected 2 stabs is not the path to victory most of the time.
Yeah, so he would have needed it. He would have needed a 6 to fully flip Panama. Now he knows he's getting
Yeah.
gunman. And he's going
I
to get it
think
right
that,
here. Right?
well,
No, I
Andy
guess
had
not
to deal with
necessarily.
Panama. Like, imagine you used SAU here in Laos or Indonesia instead. Long-term benefits shit there. Can't believe Indonesia's overprotected. Like, I don't even know when that happened.
Oh, yeah. Tomas overprotected it because he knew Ted was going to play decall. So he wanted to discourage him from putting a decall up in there.
Moss, you
That was
sly
weird.
dog.
He's
You.
being a sly dog, yeah. But okay, DEFCON sitting at 4 now. Tomas with the opportunity to unload the gunman if he so desires. He can't coup here.
I think you just repair and let. If I'm Tomas here, I know Ted's not going to coup 1 stabs in Asia, which I think is what I'm the most concerned about. So just put 2 more into Panama, let Ted go for another weird coup, and then unload the gunman after.
Okay.
That's what I would do at least.
Okay, so
Also,
he's
don't
going to
mind
give up the
this.
gunman now and show a low ops but pretty strong hand. And 5-year plan, a pretty good event here for.
This VOA and Bear Trap are
Yeah.
now. Okay, so Ted to repair South Korea, which I like.
Yeah, and Ted he wants to keep DEFCON at 4 because he wants to get that last coup back in Africa,
Yeah.
which I like the decision there. But yeah, a 5-year plan event here would make things quite uncomfortable for Ted. Now, I don't know if Ted has unknown cards, but if Duck could be in his hand, then Tomas won't take the chance. That would cause
You
hitting.
know, SAU is known. Trap VOA Summit EU. I don't know if Suez is known. I can't remember. I don't think you could event 5-year plan here unless you're like down to just bear trap and VOA.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even if you just event it in the middle of the turn, it means that Ted has to give one up. Okay, now we're gonna space voice and miss.
Oh yeah, I would consider it here. Oh, what if you did bear trap on your? If you did 5-year plan to trap Ted on AR7,
Yeah,
if you
that's
know
not
the
bad.
bear trap's not full, that's pretty good, right? Like use 5-year plan to steal a coup in Africa next turn.
Or if you offended AR6 and force Ted to bear trap himself AR7 if you miss. Okay, so
No matter what, it's
yeah.
oh I like that. No matter what, that's actually a pretty good play. I like AR6 more than AR7.
Oh, and that's a really bad one.
It's not the time to roll a one.
Yeah. Now, Ted does have big realignment options here.
I'm not the biggest fan of facing VOA at DEF CON 4 there. I think there could have been better options.
Okay, so Ted is gonna he has to give this up. He can realign Nigeria or he can just flip it. Now he knows Tomas's hand. Yeah, I think the realign's better. He needs to not.
No.
Good gravy. Okay, so he can't.
The only Tomas only has 1-3 in his hand. Just flip it.
Yeah, I
3 was
guess
5-year plan.
that's not bad because you want Tomas to use 5-year plan for ops to flip Nigeria rather than using it for the event. Okay, well there he goes using it for ops anyway.
What do you think? I guess Tomas is gonna crush Argentina probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should take Uruguay here. Just whatever you just did with Summit is the wrong choice. Just take Uruguay, dude.
Okay.
Losing Libya sucks as well, but you never know with if Muslim Rev gets you Egypt and Libya back. You need your South America control here.
Yeah. So OAS, yeah, and Ted knew about OAS, so he keeps Suez to repair that. And yeah, Ted just needs to hope this brush misses. I think that is where we are in life at this point.
I get the feeling the brush is going to hit, though. What about you?
Yeah, so where's it going? It's going. I guess it's going to Argentina. Is where it's going.
Argentina. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you bumped it up. You bumped it up there so that so the brush would hit Argentina. Or Tomas really doesn't want to give up the 2VP.
Oh, this hand's pretty ass.
Okay, so we got Grain back.
Cal.
And Cal. So this is a situation where you could jam West Germany with Cal, because I believe Truman is gone.
I mean, you're gonna. Oh, I mean, special is activated.
Oh yeah, and you can't space. You're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to self trap here.
Oh no, you coup Costa Rica.
I think you coup Costa Rica.
What?
I don't understand that.
What? You have what? Why would you?
Okay, I mean, I get that you want to lower def. I would have just used Cal, given up the 2VPs. But now, okay, you.
What? You're one terrorism away from losing. I guess you could self trap to avoid having to play it, but like
You have to self trap. You now you must self trap.
trap.
Um,
I think getting Cal out from the event makes more sense than
yeah,
being
I get, and then you hold bear trap and give up all this other stuff. Now, Ted did
Do
tell
you-
me earlier he held on to Cal for a long time because he's afraid of missile envy.
like AWOC giving up AWOCs is terrible. Giving up Japan's terrible with Formosan active. Specials 2 VP, like this is gonna be a painful turn.
Yeah, this is one of those turns where you almost want to miss a brush roll. Oh my goodness, that could have been an event.
Oh,
A missed opportunity there for Tomas.
that would have just that would have been brutal. I think your opponent oh god.
Okay, so he has central. Oh goodness, what are we gonna do here?
No, you drop Cal, you always drop the DEFCON cards first.
So Ted, I guess, is gonna
So
hold Cal.
in space special
I would have
because you
given,
can't give
yeah. I would have given. I would have dropped
special.
AWACS. I think AWACS is much more harmful than NORAD.
100%. Um, Arad is like kind of a nothing burger by turn 9. Like, hey, I don't. What are you doing, Queen Peru?
Okay.
Milops? Like, I don't know.
All right, here we
That
go.
doesn't
Rush.
feel
He
good.
gets his two VPs. We're going Argentina, and of course Tomas hits the roll.
Let's
Now
roll.
we've got to take Uruguay immediately, right? Or I guess we. I guess. Well, no. I mean, now Chile is eminently realignable. I guess that's where Ted was thinking about, because he didn't want that to happen. So Ted's got 3 action rounds left. He can space and he can hold a card, but he's going to have to give up one of these bad events. He's going to have to give up 2 of these bad. All of these events are bad.
Yeah. I think I agree. Special is the one that has to go to space because I think 2 VPs a non-starter when one's at 16.
Yeah, I agree. And you now that
But
Brush is gone, you've got Middle East domination. You will keep it for the game.
But I think you coup Peru with Japan here. Or do you use Japan to take Taiwan? Because if you give up Japan, he kills Taiwan, and that's it. You're dominated in Asia, and not even a path at that point.
I wonder if you do the empty action round, event Japan, jam Japan.
Oh no! Take
I
Taiwan.
don't
At least
think we can
put
do
2 into
this. Not with
Taiwan.
Formosan in effect.
Oh, you have to put 2 into Taiwan at least. And again, if you're gonna overprotect, but like Thomas doesn't want to jab South Korea here. He'd want to just take Taiwan.
Yeah. He doesn't. He does not need just 1 in Japan. I don't. Okay.
India's not overprotected. Why overprotect both Koreas if India's just sitting there?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Solidarity.
Oh,
Ugh. Here we are, turn 9. Okay, we get Middle East and we get Marine barracks bombing, but Egypt is overprotected, so we can't score the presenceless Dom.
Theo, a little too late.
Yeah,
Call.
Central America's already 2 controls scored.
Just play decal for ops here. Like I honestly, that's actually terrifying. Tomas is saying if you coup, I'm spacing.
Yep. Okay. But Ted can't. But Tomas cannot. If he spaces now and he misses the roll, Ted's going to score a huge Middle East presenceless Dom.
Yeah.
So Ted.
How many times have you ever seen the U.S. headline Thatcher the Betrayer?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I could
Yeah. It's
easily
it was
say
an
I've
unusual
never
headline.
seen that happen.
Unusual headline unless you're going against Sock Govs or you're really worried about Sock Govs for some reason. But
That was a
Ted is
first
down
for me, I
17
think.
VPs. He's dominated in Europe. He's controlled in Central America, but he has 3 very good scorings that have yet to come out. So he can make a run at this.
Once in hand.
Yeah, if he gets Middle East off here for what 6, 7, 8, this would be 9 if Tomas decides to space and misses.
If he takes Israel, you just score right away.
Okay, he's going to space for the win. Misses on the roll, so Ted now gets 9 huge VPs.
He's alive. So I think Tomas must have Africa and or South America here.
Yeah, that Tomas is ahead here, and I don't think he needed to take a risk like that unless he's also got some
Yes.
bad scorings.
Yeah. I think he's looking at his hand. He's like, I'm about to give up like 10 VP or something off shitty scorings. But now we're down to just East Germany, and we know how fickle that can be.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, tear down this wall is still around. Okay, well there you go, Sock Govs. And I
There
was
we
just
go.
about to say, which is what you said earlier. Taiwan, a big problem there, and now Tomas has domination.
I don't see the value in eventing decall this at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can break South Africa, but I try. Yeah, all these countries are overprotected. Yeah, I think this is fine.
I think that's fine. I might have space before that so that you don't have to lose tempo at some point. But Tomas does have to coup, so you'll be able to get tempo back basically after trading ARs there.
Those countries just aren't important
No.
because they just those countries do not affect Dom. Yeah, Ted's doing some math.
What,
He
you're
doesn't
gonna
like what he
use
sees.
6 ops to flip Malaysia and Philippines turn 10? Like, come on, dude. That's not happening.
Yeah, it's Ted only with 4 countries in Asia right now. Tomas, even after those breaks, has 7.
I mean, if you're gonna use decall, take the 1 stabs in Africa, right?
Yeah, even if Ted flips both of those countries with 6 ops, he's got to also take Afghanistan. Okay, we're going to space, hit the roll. Okay, so another 3 much needed VPs for Ted. Okay, so, and there's South America. So, wow, just like that, scoreboard is even now. We got a brand new ball game. And so, again, Europe is 5 for Tomas. Central America is 7. So that's 12 on the board for Tomas. But South America, 5. Africa, 4. Middle East is now, I believe, what? We're talking about 6. So 15 for Ted. And then, so Ted needs to get, and then obviously Asia is -5 for Ted as well. So Ted's slightly behind here. He needs to get Tomas to play the China card. Or he needs to flip a country in Asia, and he needs Africa scoring to come. But this is not over.
And hey, Ed draws Fidel turn 10, and suddenly like this game's real close, right?
That's true. Fidel is in the deck. Ted absolutely could draw it, and or Tomas could draw it because Tomas can't space Fidel.
A turn 10 junta would be honestly game changing for Ted as well.
Yep. Of course, a turn 10 tear down this wall could make all that moot. Okay, and here's terrorism, ABM, reformer. Reformer's not going to do us much.
And
good.
junta.
And junta. This is a this is a monster.
This is that type of turn 10 hand you need where you're like, I could possibly come back.
Yeah, I mean this is a monster hand. Now Ted, thinking about Reformer, but it's not really going to do much. It will stop Tomas from headlining Europe. Ted really needs Europe not to come.
Oh, do you ABM here for take a shot at Pack? Because that's a 50-50 roll. No, not even. It's you roll a 3 to empty him out. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
And if you empty him out, you follow up with Junta into Panama, and it's another 50-50. So you basically have two 50-50 chances of taking away one Dom. Or do you go with the sure thing with Junta and you follow it up with Ops if you need to?
yeah. I think I like ABM with Asia unscored here. I like trying to flip over Pakistan. You get a 3, you roll a 3 there, and then you try. Then you try Central. You get terrorism evented. Hope Tomas has some bad events. Hope he has to give you Fidel.
Then you're starting to really run low on Ops.
That's true.
Kennedy's 2 or Nixon's 2. But you could probably give up Kennedy turn 7, AR7.
Yeah.
Moss is not going to risk losing his AR7 play if he has
Okay.
anything remotely good.
And Tomas headlines Africa, so that suggests some weakness in his hand. That is a key card that Ted really needed him to have. So on one hand, that suggests potential weakness from Tomas. On the other hand, it suggests potential other scorings in his hand, which would all be good for Tomas, at least in theory. So I think the Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan! Oh my God!
Okay.
Ed, no, you have to overprotect it now. You don't have a choice.
No. You don't have to overprotect it because he could use China to flip it back, but then Formosan's
Oh
gone.
yeah, is it gone? Yeah.
No.
Oh, no,
This would be a huge
no.
mistake. This would be a huge
Oh.
mistake. That's a big mistake. That's a
Oh
big
my
mistake.
God! Why wouldn't he just roll on Pakistan?
Now you're giving up a coup in Africa. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So yeah, should have couped Pakistan. As long as you get a 3 there, you're fine. He coups Thailand instead, gets the roll he needs, and then but now he can't get. Okay.
Or oh God, boys and girls, when you're watching this, don't tilt this hard. Think about things.
The other thing he could have done is he should have just used Cal there. If he felt he needed to overprotect, you use Cal. And just get rid of it, and you stop the coup.
Africa's worth more than Cal, right? Africa's worth 4.
A good coup in Nigeria here means that flips domination, right?
He uses decal ops in Southeast Asia on meaningless countries instead of picking up one stabs in Africa.
Yeah. So now a big coup in Nigeria, I believe, turns that from 4 red to 4 blue.
Because you're giving up Nixon probably anyway. If you play Cal, you could hold Nixon. So it's 2VP, 2VP, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a critical error. And Ted has 18 minutes to have thought that out.
Yeah.
18 minutes to realize Southeast Asia's already scored, Thailand's less important. I need a 5 to take Thailand or a 3 to take
He's giving Glasnost? What is this?
He's going back for Asia. Going back for Asia. Must have the scoring. Justin, are you as flabbergasted as I am right now?
I'm a little confused. The video appears to be
Tomas.
frozen. I'm gonna just hold. Okay, nope. All right, I paused it, but we're gonna go back here. Okay.
Ted went for a quick shit. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So now, Tomas uses Glasnost for. Now you just coup with Cal. Right? You coup with Cal.
Yeah.
Coup Panama with Cal.
The other, if you use Junta for Panama, then if you don't take it, he'll repair and you get a second coup off it. Or you use Cal for ops then. But
yeah,
I think Junta or Cal are both reasonable paths forward. Do not use the effectors here.
Well, I don't like this. I don't. No, no, I don't like this.
Oh no, 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 no! What
Pakistan
are
doesn't
you?
matter now. Pakistan does not matter.
What does
Even
matter?
if you flip Pakistan, even if you roll a 6 in Pakistan, you get 5 battlegrounds to 1. It's just a 2 VP flip because you're not going to get domination here.
What are you doing?
Now if you coup with Cal, and you could lose Nigeria to a 4-op play. I wouldn't worry about what East Germany at the moment. If he's got tear down this wall, he's
Oh,
got it. You can fight with Reformer and some other stuff.
here's the thing though. If you coup with Cal, either you roll a 1 or 2 and he repairs Panama.
Okay,
Can't.
yeah. Okay, all right. So he coups.
And then you keep Nigeria.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
keep Nigeria. So either way, Panama makes tons of sense.
Yeah.
What the?
Okay, so
fuck
Ted
did we
coups
just
Pakistan
watch?
with a 2-op, rolls a 6. And now Tomas is going to give up. We will bury you.
Nigeria.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck we just watched.
Okay. And now terrorism dumps Quagmire. Okay. Now.
Could actually be a good pull, right? Because you know Tomas is going to use that AR7.
Yeah.
So you might have actually just created a problem for Tomas. Like a Fidel situation, but he'll just play China.
Yes. So you have to hope he's got Fidel and something else bad. Star Wars, not an issue at the moment. Ted probably planning to play Reformer on AR7 to take away Europe Dom.
Which I like. I think Reformer is a great AR7 play right now.
But playing Reformer AR7 also means you're not playing Kennedy AR7. Okay. Okay, wow. UN for Che. Now.
I mean, who does a good AR7 play also?
Okay, so Tomas plays UN and so to save the 3 VPs, but now he's got to play all of his cards and China. Ted has to space or hold Cal.
Oh. What? I don't like this pack. Okay, so here you could Junta AR7 also, right? Because all you're doing is just nullifying what he could do. I feel like.
But what's Junta going to do with AR7?
Well, it'll break control. It'll force 2 ops in there, right? If you use Reformer into Europe, it's only a 1 op to fix for Dom.
Right, but I guess it means you're playing ops and not.
You might save 2 VP also with Poland. Okay, sure. Maybe I could see Reformer being slightly more useful.
Also, we need to. We're now Ted is now dominated in Africa. He needs to realign South Africa, right?
Yeah, because. Yeah. I mean, so what? Here's another thing that actually Junta could be really strong for. If you try and country count Central America here, being able to break a battleground and get that
into taking a.
Oh, you put Nixon to Nicaragua, Haiti, and say, "Hey, come at me! Like, let's do this. I have Dominican, I have El Salvador right here. Like, I'm gonna block your control, buddy."
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
You'd be committing Reformer to Central America, and I don't know what's actually more valuable. They're both 8 VP, right?
Central is 7 right now.
Europe's 8.
Europe is 8. Stopping Dom, turning Dom into presence in both cases is 4. Peru.
Well, I think
Peru coup does not do any good.
You can't block Europe Dom.
Oh no! What you could do is you could realign Panama. You could go nuts here. Oh, he hits the roll.
Oh my god! Oh, he goes out +1.
Oh
god! So you can't block Europe Dom. You can maybe stop Poland scoring for 2 extras and get Europe from 8 to 6.
Yeah, you would just put 2 into Poland and then you'd put 2 more into UK to force him to spend 1 op in UK.
Then still probably your best bet with 2 VP. 2 ops for 2 VP with China.
So let's do some math
I
here real quick. Europe is 8. Central America is about to be 7. So that's 15 for Tomas. Africa's 4. So that's 19 for Tomas. Ted has South America for 5, Middle East for 6. Asia is going to be, so we said 19 for Tomas plus China is 20, although he's going to have to play China.
China
So 19 for Tomas. South America, Ted's up 5 on the board, 5 South
5
America,
and
6 Middle East. So that's 16. Plus he's up another 4, and once he takes Pakistan, he's going to be up 4 in Asia. So
4.
Ted's slightly ahead here. Ted is going to give up
So-
Nixon,
so
but he's going
Ted's
to
up
get
by-
China. Yeah.
Ted's losing on the board. This is.
Yes. So he needs to. He's got to get Pakistan. Obviously, you want to play Kennedy as late as possible, but Ted has determined that is now.
Does spacing Cal?
Latin America debt crisis is harmless.
Yeah.
You
Spacing-
hope he drew Fidel.
Yeah. Spacing Cal makes sense over giving up 2 VP here because I think it does. I actually think from that math we just did, you can't give up 2 VP.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It depends on what you're going to do with those 2 ops. I don't think he's got.
Oh.
Okay, he's just going to repair.
I think you space. You know he's going to hold China here. I think you space.
What about realigning South Africa? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
That's a disaster.
You're down on the board as is, and China could repair Reformer.
2, 3, 4, 5. So anything but a 1 there would have stopped Africa Dom, to be fair. But you are giving up 2 VPs for the potential of maybe saving 3 VPs.
Reformer does not win the game for you if his last card's China, right? Because Europe's 8, Central's 8 or 7.
Yeah.
15. Africa's 4, 19. And it's 3, 9, 14, 15 with China plus 4 is 19. It's a draw. Did I do that right? Is that correct? 12, 8, 7 is 15, 19 against. Oh, but no, he has mill ops.
Yeah, okay. 19 for Tomas, and then Ted has got 3 plus 5 plus 6 is 14. Asia is 4, so that's 18. So Tomas up 1, and he's gonna, and then Ted.
But China's 19.
Ted's gonna have China, which makes it 19. Yes.
And Reformer would force China to come out post the passing.
Yep. So we'll see what Tomas does here.
All Tomas has to do is pull a VP off the board here against Ted. He wins because Ted can't repair it and use Reformer.
Yeah. So Tomas with 3 minutes on his clock. So he's going to use every second thinking about this play because this game is just a razor thin margin. Tomas discarded 1 card. He dumped Latin American debt crisis, which really wasn't going to be a problem for him, probably hoping to draw Europe. Clearly, he did not draw that. If he had Europe, he would be playing it right here.
Yeah, playing it right now. Yeah.
Now, he also clearly didn't score Asia. Okay, duck. He's going to overprotect.
Wait. So that should be enough for a tie game with a Reformer event.
So Reformer, 2 UK, 2 Poland, right?
Yeah, and that should be and 2 France. Wait, no, yeah. So a full repair will make a tie game.
Oh, that's right, because you have the VP lead.
A full repair will make a tie game.
Yeah, because then Tomas will respond 1 UK, 1 France,
Poland,
and
France,
2 Poland. He'll just repair. Yep. And then 2 France.
That's a tie because it pack over Panama. He gave up Nigeria. So Ted threw away a win here to squeak out a tie.
This is the right play.
So all you had to do was space Nixon. All you had to do was space Nixon.
The Nixon coup losses for me.
Oh, it's a tie. He's not counting China.
Anything but a 1. Yeah, I mean anything but a 1. Yes, but also if you just space it and don't give the 2.
Two. Oh, it can't be better. It cannot be better. If you do this, you lose. You have to pull VP off the board. No, that
So what is China going to do?
China takes Dom and just breaks any country and will break Egypt or any country, battleground in the Middle East, and it's a win for Tomas.
So Reformer would, yeah, the event is best.
Event's a draw.
So Ryan's pointing out that repairing Poland is not necessary, but I think it's because it's 2 ops for 2 VP. So can you use 2 ops to do better than 2 VP somewhere else on the board?
No.
You can, because you can take Paraguay.
Oh,
Right?
you get country in South America.
Yeah. So if you do 2 Poland, that's 3 VP, and Tomas loses by 1, and Tomas wins by 1. Yeah. If I'd spaced instead. Yep. Ted is correct. And yeah, 2 Paraguay, 1 France.
Oh, because yeah, 2 Paraguay, 1 France, 1 UK.
1 UK, and Tomas wins by a VP.
Fuck, good call, Ryan. I didn't even see South America. Oh, Ted threw this away, didn't he?
Yep, Ted is going to hope that Tomas doesn't see it. But I think that's the correct play. Yeah, but Tomas sees this, and Tomas will make the right play here.
I think he'll take Paraguay. I mean, I just missed it, so you never know. Oh, if he just kept Nigeria, eh?
Yeah, if Ted keeps Nigeria, he wins.
Or who's Panama instead of
Yeah, and Ted let Tomas out of We Will Bury You for free. Yeah, boy, Ted needed to keep Nigeria. Ted really had to keep Nigeria, or he had to realign South Africa and just even out Africa. Tomas, with under a minute to go on his clock now. By our calculations, 1 France, 1 UK, 2 Paraguay wins the game.
This could be a striker situation. Maybe Tomas's internet will cut out for the last 30 seconds.
Here it is. Yep, and that'll do it.
Is it?
That will do it. Oh boy, good gravy.
Ted threw this one away.
Oh, Nigeria. Yeah. Oh, those 2 VPs.
I think there was a lot of things Ted could have done to win this game.
Man, That was an interesting game. Ted wasn't lying when he said this was a close one.
Yeah.
And
But
that was an interesting one. It looked like Tomas just had it in the bag. Remember, he was up 17 VPs, spacing for the win on turn 8.
But, I mean, all he had to do was ABM pack instead of Thailand, and then follow it up with anything else, right? Like,
Yeah, by cooing Panama, or just playing Cal. Oh man.
that's heartbreaking for Ted. It's sad when you could like look at like multiple things, especially on turn 10, did wrong that cost you the game, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like it was Tomas had to roll in anything but a 6 coup to get to this point. It was you had to roll 2 5s and 6s to get to this point. Shouldn't have had to, which let you
Yeah,
get
he
here.
rolled
So
a 5 in Thailand. Only needed a 3 to flip Pakistan, but needed a 5 to flip Thailand. He did get the flip. Then he flipped Pakistan, but he gave up those 3 VPs, and that's what did it. So a tough loss for Ted. An interesting game. I'm really glad we got to stream it. It was a fun one. I think Ted's got some plays to look
happy.
back on, and that
And,
would be frustrating. That would be frustrating for him. But
hey,
yeah.
Justin,
Yeah.
here's a free Prime sub.
A Prime sub?
Yours, buddy.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Max.
there you go.
You're the best. You've subscribed
There you
for
go.
4 whole months.
Have some Jeff Bezos money.
Oh, yes. I need some Jeff money.
Anyone watching, please give your Jeff Bezos money to Justin so that his daughter doesn't have to run a lemonade stand to support her family. Justin does actually make her sell lemonade in the summer to get quarters to help the mortgage.
That I have a son, not a daughter, but yes, the rest of what you said is true.
It's true.
Yes. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. It's getting close to bedtime for me. Not quite. Max, I guess it's getting close to dinner time for you. Thanks for joining me for this one. It was fun.
No, I enjoyed watching Ted lose. It's always a good time. I'll never complain about that.
Yeah. I would say any final thoughts, Max, but you've summed up your final thoughts pretty well. So I think we've covered it. Anyway, folks,
I think we have.
Yeah, that will do it for Twilight Struggle today. We had a rare double header of Twilight Struggle coverage, and I hope you enjoyed it just as much as Max and I enjoyed bringing it home to you. We will be back with more Twilight Struggle potentially later this week, if not next week. But until next time, for Max Goldman, this is Justin Abramson signing off. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.